Hi, beautiful souls. This is Sadhana. Welcome to my channel. Today, I thought I would do a quick walkthrough of the Bix Tarot, which is a deck that came out in 2019 and I feel has been totally overlooked. It's a really sweet little deck. It was staring at me for weeks on the shelf at the store where I work, and so I finally picked it up, and I was just enchanted by these little bunnies here on the cards. And so I cracked the deck open and I thought this is going to be a perfect deck to have out with friends and family over the holidays. And so let's go through a quick walkthrough, and then I'll do a reading for the solstice. So yeah, so it comes in this top opening box. It is by Lo Scarabeo. So you have the multiple languages on the box as well as in the guidebook. And I just wanted to show you, this is a tiny little deck. So this is a standard size Lo Scarabeo card. And then here is your Bix card. So it's really great for people who have tiny little hands. The artwork is by Pierluigi Balducci and the text is by Rachel Paul. And she says on the first page here that this is not just any rabbit. It is not a real rabbit. It is a rabbit-shaped idea, a character born out of the sea of imagination. So this is a deck of liminal spaces. It's really has a great sense of humor, and I absolutely love the artwork, and I love its light-heartedness. Look at the lilies and the gears, and it's just sweet, so very, very sweet. And I feel like this is going to be, you know, sometimes when you're just feeling a little bit down or sad, this is I feel like whatever reading is going to come out of this deck is going to just make you feel happy. Look at the pomegranate in the background there. It's just the way that the traditional symbols are integrated is just really, really clever. And then the bouquet of wheat behind the Empress. It's so cool. And the more I look at the cards, the more I see. And this is not, there's a lot, actually quite a few layers on every single card. And I can tell that the creators put a lot of thought into what to include and how to include it, because it appears really simple, but it's got everything you need there, as well as really great expressions. And in the background, the closer you look, the more you're going to see. Can you see the lion in the background there? I don't know how well this is going to, it should be okay on the camera. I love that the rabbit's on a unicycle here. There's something about that. And because this is following the wheel card, you know, to have like a wheel and then a wheel and then just the double balance symbology, I think that's cool. So if you have this deck, let me know, because I've hardly seen, I didn't hear about it on YouTube. And I think it is pretty solid for a little bunny deck. I'm surprised that Kelly Bear hasn't shared this. That's pretty cool, hey? The way that they decided to do that for the Tower Star. I love that for me, when this card is connected to temperance, it makes so much sense. And so we have the water jug here from the temperance card. Moon. Love the sun card. Judgment. And the world. Listen, right? Listen, listen, listen. Oh, if only we did more of that. And then here's the wands. And the minors are color coded, so all these wands are really orange. Not a lot of action happening in the 5. Bunny parade. The 8's kind of odd. I don't see the sense of speed or the message here. So you're going to have to kind of read that one from experience. And he doesn't look too worse for wear in that one either. So it's going to help if you have a little bit of background, I think, to read this deck. The horses look like statues. I think that I needed a deck to make me smile, and this has definitely hit the mark in that department. I don't think I've had, like, I have the happy, I have the magical forest, the panda. You know, I'm thinking of decks that are really kind of cheerful, and this one, I think this is the most cheerful deck that I have. And there's something three-dimensional about it too, like the way that they have photoshopped in the real goblets. It gives it this, it's got a really cool effect. And so now we've gone to the blue theme for the cups. And that moon in the 8 here has a very similar effect to the cups. So you can see the kind of, it's got a metallic look to it. Love the crossed legs. And then here's your second quartz. So these pages have these cute little hats. Knight, Queen. So did you catch that with the previous Queen too? So they've kind of got this, the crown and then the hairpiece and then rabbit with, it's the same kind of setup and symbolism. So the quartz are easy to recognize, I suppose. This kind of reminds me of a King of Cups from the Housewife's Tarot, you know, that kind of shadow side, perhaps imbibing a little too much. And then here's the swords, which are purple, which is great because if you read the swords as connected, you know, the swords really do kind of cross that barrier between air and ether. And so if you're moving up to the higher chakras, if you're connecting the suit of swords to the higher mind, purple just makes so much sense. And because it's purple, you know, that might be the direction that you go with this deck. And I talked a lot about the swords last night in my live, and it is, I think, one of, well, I mean, all of the suits have a lot of layers, but this suit definitely, I love this Six of Swords. I think it's really well done. I love how the little bunnies are looking up and you've got the sunset or the sunrise in the background, perhaps the moonset. And did we have a blindfold in the 2? No. Where's the 2? 2's on the other side. Sorry, I just wanted to check if the blindfold was on the 2 as well. Yes, we did. Okay, so both the 2 and the 8 are blindfolded. So, like I said, very traditional symbolism. And there's kind of your overwhelming amount of sword energy in your 10. And then here we go again, cute little hat on the page. And that horse is definitely charging ahead. And there's your queen and her little, you know, this reminds me of like a canopy bed, 4-poster bed, the way that this is set up. I really like it. There's something very charming. And so if you're looking for something like that, I think this really hits the mark. Now the Ace of Pentacles here looks like he's either in clouds or in water. So that doesn't quite work for me, but you know, every card can't be perfect. There's your 2. And so now we have the color green. And see again, like if you look in the background, sorry, I don't have my little chopstick here today. If you look in the backgrounds, you'd have all that traditional background. Yeah, and that 5 is really good too. This 6 is really funny. I love how you've got the little holes, the bunnies coming out of the holes in the ground. 7, 8, yeah, so let me know if you've seen this deck already. I think this is cool. I love the way that all of those coins are suspended here. And this kind of gives me, there's something about this card, like if it's windy, imagine the noise you're going to hear from those coins. There is a real feeling of excessiveness in this card. So this card kind of makes me think of Deviant Moon 10 of coins, you know, more of a shadowy side. So that's really great. Okay, page with a cute little hat again. Surprising that the horse is moving. It looks like the horse is moving quite quickly in this one. Queen and the king. Oh my God. Yeah, that is so perfect in his treasure chest of coins. So yeah, so give me a second. I'm going to shuffle the cards and then I'm going to do a really quick reading for you for the solstice. Okay, we did have a jumper, 6 of Swords. So, oh, this deck shuffles. It's because it's little, it's so fun and easy to shuffle. I love it. You know what? This message is really, really important. Let go. Let go. You know, why are you holding on to your emotions, to your expectations? This is, it feels, you know what it feels like? It feels like that sunset or sunrise or moonset, whatever that is in the background there is, it's shining light and giving you hope. And it's like, hang on, hang on. It's so close. It's so close. So if you are brave enough to let go of, just fill in that blank, you know what it is. Just let it go. Stop it. Stop arguing. Stop arguing with yourself. Stop overthinking it. Just, oh, it's like hang in there, hang in there, hang in there. I think that's a perfect jumper card for right now. Just the energy of everything that's going on. Oh my goodness. And look, you know, in this one, all the swords are there, right? So you have all your stuff. Everything is going to be fine. You know, you haven't lost anything. You've retained your dignity and your strength, and you've learned your lesson. And so now, just a little bit longer and everything, you know, everything is going to be fine. So that was the jumper card. Oh, okay. So this might be happening a lot quicker than you would expect. So The jumper card is really important just in the sense of giving you a lot of hope and a lot of energy. And so it feels like that this shift is going to bring a lot more ease with your emotions. You know, like if you feel like things have been really, really heavy right now, it feels like the whole thing is going to be a heck of a lot lighter. Oh my goodness, and the star, and a heck of a lot simpler. So, what a beautiful kind of set of cards for this transition, right? And I see the solstice and the equinoxes as a point of allowing, it's a gift of shift. Ooh, that. I like that. It's the gift of shift. And this shift for you, so that the jumper card I think is important here. Consciously today, you know, as you set up your altar, if you're altering your altar, you know, for the solstice, if you're decorating, if you're preparing a wreath or something, make it your intention, make it your prayer to let go. And if that means that you burst into tears, if that means that in your fire for the solstice, you have, if you're releasing pages of a journal, or you're releasing intentions, or you're burning the pieces of paper from your gratitude jar, this whole letting go needs to be very much a part of the process. And, ooh, here's your fire. That the gift of the shift is that in the result of letting go is going to happen a lot faster than you anticipated. There's going to be a lot of energy behind it, and perhaps it will bring a message, a great message of joy, a great message of hope, a great message of more positive and lighter emotions. So please go with that. And I send you all my love and blessings. And I would really, as we come to the close of the year, want to thank you all for supporting my channel. It's been just an honor to connect with you through comments, through my lives, which I've just started. And so I hope you continue to stay in touch. And so blessings and love to you and your family throughout the holidays. Namaste.